What's up, family? What's up? Wait for people to get into the building, get into the house. Talking about trials, bringing out the best in ourselves. Not allowing those trials to break us, but to build us into more advanced, more uplifting people. You know what I mean? This is what we're going to allow these trials to do. What's going on, family? When you come in the house, big shout out. Where you from? Where you at? Talking about how we dealing with this and overcoming these trials that we're faced with. You know what I mean? We can use each occasion to become a better person. You know what I mean? We can become more uh, disciplined and have a brighter look on things, even in trying times. And these things will make things a lot better for you and myself as we move through more trials as we face throughout the life. So again, I put my email up here, read.monte29 at yahoo.com. Also, I'm on Twitter now, guys. It's at Monte48. I'll put that in there. Capital letters, Monte48 Monte. I meant to do Monte's Healthy Solution, but I didn't do it, and then it's not allowing me to change it. You know what I mean? So again, guys, we're dealing with those trying times, dealing with becoming a better person in those trying times, and making things happen. When you come into the building, give a big shout out where you at, what you got going on. I see a few of the states are opening back up businesses, which I think is a good thing. You understand what I'm saying? You can't run and hide from these things. What's up, Elizabeth? How you been? I ain't seen you in a while. Hopefully everything is all right with you. But yeah, a few states are opening back up. And again, guys, if you're not compromised with an immune system and you're not over 65 and you're doing things healthy wise, you should be able to get out and about and have no issues. You understand what I'm saying? The thing is this: we can't shut down life, in my opinion, for the fear of contracting something or for the fear of being asymptomatic and passing it on to other individuals who may be weakened by it. Each individual has to so-called man up, you know what I mean, when it comes to this type of situation. Human beings are social creatures by nature. Now, you have some individuals who are introverts, who don't really like to get out, who really don't like to socialize, etc. But that's not the majority of the population. Most individuals love to get out and be able to even engage in activities or just socialize with other human beings. This whole situation has caused us to move away from what is natural to us. You understand what I'm saying? So I don't think that this can continue much longer in this way, and individuals not go plumb crazy and the society not fall flat on its face. You know what I mean? So we have to make some logical and some rational decisions. You understand what I'm saying? So again, I'm glad that some of these states are opening back up their business networks and etc. And it's a lot of misinformation out here dealing with the situation, etc. So it's time to move on and regain the life that is the social fabric of a society. Now, doing business as usual, of course, we need to change the way that we operate. If we're operating from what I call the low vibrations, we need to be operating on higher vibrations, dealing with people from a more higher understanding of the human being and society. And this will allow us to become great at what it is that we do and great as individuals, more loving individuals. You understand what I'm saying? So that's where I'm at on this. What's up, Margaret? Oh, what's up, Margaret? I ain't seen you in a minute. How you been? What's up, Elizabeth? Say, hope you. Yeah, I'm good, Elizabeth. I'm doing great, actually. I really have used. I've used this time. No, 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 no. Nah, I'm actually the total opposite, Elizabeth. I love to be out. I love to be out. I love to engage in people, and I've been out even with this lockdown. I haven't stayed inside the house a whole day since this lockdown has took place in North Carolina, because I love to be able to get out, even if it's just moving about, driving and looking at scenery. I love to embrace the beauty of nature. You know what I mean? So no, I love engaging with people. That's basically how I got most of my business up and moving, by engaging with people. Now I am quiet until individuals really get to know me, and then they understand that I'm really open and really upfront with a lot of things that I handle and go about. You know what I mean? So nah. What's up, Bumblebee? Yeah, no doubt about it. Yeah, definitely. Like I said, it's a whole lot of things that we can be doing that can really help to advance our situation internally. You know what I mean? I've been really engaging in a whole lot of self help activities that I'm doing, breathing, the breathing techniques, actually, you know what I mean, learning more about how the body functions on an energetic level. That's why I'm talking about vibrations and frequencies and those type of things. Many individuals think these things are like spookism or something like that. It's nothing spooky about it. We are electrical human beings. You know what I mean? I did a video where it talks about each cell has about, I think, a tenth of an electric volt times that, like 50 trillion cells, and we have more voltage in this body than a strike of lightning. That's what we are. We are electrical beings, but we don't really realize that. We just think that we are physical, we are material, but we're higher than that. You know what I mean? So we need to really learn how to engage those things. And those things will go a long way to help us heal the body, heal the mind, and have a ton of energy to do the things that we need to do. And again, this stuff can really help heal the body once we understand that. So again, we're going into trials, so don't allow the trials to break you. Learn and grow from those trials. You know what I mean? Anything that you can pull out of it that is of good, then you have to pull out of it, and don't allow ourselves to focus on the negative aspect of these things. Because I'm not saying that these things are not negative, but there are other things in it that you can pull out that is positive. And the fact that most of us have been locked down in the house, we could really work on ourselves internally in order to really become full and whole, because it's from the inside out that we become full and whole. Most of us focus on the outside and then try to go inside and then come out. You know what I mean? To manifest the beauty both inside and outside. You know what I mean? So again, it's a lot that we can do in order to engage and improve ourselves and move ourselves to the next level. You know what I mean? What's up, Miss Gina 42? Miss Gina 42 says, that's true. This is the time we all need to learn about what you are speaking on. Yeah, definitely. We have to learn about, again, and master thyself. Many individuals don't believe that that is possible because, again, we are and have been conditioned thoroughly, and our brain is like the subconscious brain is like a recorder. And everything that we've recorded, everything that we've been taught, everything that we've engaged, everything negative or positive that we have engaged in is stored into the subconscious mind. And the more and more that we think about what it is that we're thinking about, whether it's good or negative, it becomes more ingrained in the mind. Unfortunately, most of us are thinking and dealing with negative situations because the society is basically pushing itself towards negativity on a regular basis. I'm not just saying now, I'm saying it's just been the general movement of the society, of the culture that we live in, whether it's black culture, white culture, Hispanic culture, or the midst of all of them, which it is a midst of all of them because we're all living in this society. If you're from the United States, but it's pretty much across the world, integrated societies, you know what I mean, mixture of different cultures. But we have to be willing to really deal with trying to improve our perception of what it is that we're dealing with so that we can improve the functioning of that subconscious mind so that it doesn't replay those negative things over and over and over again, so that it doesn't lead us with worrying and things of that nature. Now, I'm not saying that we shouldn't be aware of what it is that we're dealing with, whether it's a virus, whether it's financial, whether it's some type of physical threat. We should always be aware of what it is that we're dealing with. But what it is that we're dealing with, we have to make sure that it is a real threat and not something that we're perceiving, and not always looking at the worst outcome on everything that comes our way that is a trial that may have a negative uh, type of connotation to it and may be negative in and of itself. But at the end of the day, we are in control of how we perceive things. Now, I'm not saying that environments don't superimpose um, feelings onto us or conditions onto us that creates an environment that may be more negative than positive. But at the end of the day, it is our perception of what it is that we're dealing with that's really going to bring about how we respond to that. And again, I'm not on that woo woo, you should be happy all the time. I'm not saying that, but you should be. But I'm not saying that that is something that is likely to happen, but it's something that can happen more often than not if we perceive things differently than the way that we've been accustomed to perceiving things. You understand what I'm saying? So again, the biggest thing at the end of the day is coming out of this a better person, a more enlightened person, so to speak, a person that is more in control of their thoughts, their moods, and their behavior. This thing actually turned out to be a blessing in some ways, you know what I mean, as it concerns each individual having the opportunity to really work on themselves, especially if you are a single individual living in a house by yourself, even if you're not single. It still was an opportunity and is an opportunity for us to really, really deal with the self. As for myself, stand by myself, it really was an opportunity to really go even deeper into what it is that I always already was doing. Everything that I was doing, everything that I was trying to master, it just made it that much more easier to focus on those things. So again, I believe that I've come out of this as a more well-rounded individual that learned some new things, an individual that is implementing some new things. So that's the key, guys. You have to implement what it is that you learn. If you're not implementing it, then it doesn't mean anything really, because it's not going to change your life. Just to know doesn't change what it is that you are doing or becoming. You have to apply what it is that you have learned. And therefore, I apply mostly everything that I come across that I feel is beneficial for me. I work that into a regiment, and then I continue to build on it. So, like I said, lately and since the lockdown, I've been really focusing on taking hot and cold showers, the combination of those both, in order to really stimulate the immune system, stimulate the vascular system, the circulatory system, also to help, again, recruit what is called brown fat to help to the metabolism. All these things are beneficial, and you do the research and then you apply them. Those cold showers, I thought I would never be able to do it, but now for the past 2 weeks, I've been doing it every day, and I've been doing it now up to 6 minutes a day, going back and forth between the cold and the hot, and finishing out with the cold shower. You understand what I'm saying? I've been really working on those breathing techniques as well. What's up? What's up, Karen? I'm doing fine. What's up, Leslie? I'm doing all right. Kim B, I see you. Kim, don't come in here start no trouble, guys. See, everybody in chat, Kim B, her and I have a history of going back and forth because she like to start trouble in my chats. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, so at the end of the day, we really need to implement what it is that we say we know. Apply it to what it is that we're doing on a daily basis, and it'll help change the life. You're not going to change. I'm not going to change by just learning things. We change by applying what it is that we know and what we learn. And again, if you truly want to change, you truly want to become a better you, then you have to engage in different activities. You have to learn different techniques and apply them on a daily basis until you become a master of them. Anytime that you're trying and doing something new, it creates a greater experience for the brain. It actually, they call it neuroplasticity. I messed that word up a little bit, but you know what I'm saying. And that right there actually shows that new connections in the brain can happen when you learn something new and you continue to work and apply that and repetitively ingrain that into the brain. Therefore, you building new what they call synaptic connections in the brain. And this means that the brain is growing. You are growing, even though you may not be growing physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. You can grow until this physical comes to the end, and that's the key. What's up? What's up? What's up? Who that? Sherry? Sherry? Yeah, no doubt about it. Kim, I ain't gonna never behave, Kim. Oh, you gonna behave? Yeah, that's good, Kim. You need to behave. You need to behave. You be acting up. But yeah, so I ain't gonna stay long, guys. So me and Sharon, we're gonna do a few videos. I invested in some things that she has going on, and in return, she said that she would come on and do some videos with me, some live feeds, because it seems to get a good response from you guys. So I made an investment in some of the things that she has going on, and in return, she's gonna do more live videos with me, and hopefully we'll get one out tomorrow. I have her shoot that out as far as if her availability is there tomorrow, so we can bring y'all some live videos of us too. You know what I mean? Just kicking it and doing what we do. But again, at the end of the day, guys, become a more powerful individual, become more involved with the self from the inside out. This is going to allow you to be more complete. It's going to allow you to deal with situations a lot more effectively than it is if you're not building from within. And this is not superficial, and this is not for others to see. This is for you. You understand what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you have to love you more than you love anything else on this planet. It's my opinion. That doesn't mean that you don't love anything others as equally, as far as the mothers, the wives, the children, the siblings, etc. But if you don't love yourself at the highest place, then this is not arrogant love. This is not that foolish, you know what I mean, self-conceited type love. This is the love of self, to know that in order to give all you can to others, you have to love yourself the most. Therefore, you can give to others unadulterated love, not something that's looking for something in return, not something that's based on somebody loving you back. It's not about that. That's infatuation. That's other. If you love an individual, you love them. That doesn't mean that you have to deal with them if they're not doing things that are beneficial to you and beneficial to themselves or detrimental to you. So I'm not talking about that type of foolish love. I'm talking about loving individuals and understanding that we're all dealing with certain things that we hope to be able to overcome. We're all dysfunctional to a certain extent. A society like this produces dysfunctional individuals on a mass level. Therefore, we're all working through some type of dysfunction. Many of us need to understand and look and recognize that we do have that dysfunction or a particular dysfunction. This doesn't mean that you have to be ashamed. It's a fact. Most of us are dealing with dysfunctions, and therefore we come up short when it comes to having true relationships with others. And I'm not talking about intimate relationships alone. I'm talking about relationships in general. Most of them are superficial. Therefore, we're not benefiting ourselves or the other person because we're not really true to ourselves. I know my dysfunctions. I know what it is that I'm working through, and I'm coming to a greater understanding of how to deal with this dysfunction. First thing is first, you have to recognize the dysfunction in order to be able to deal with it, handle it, and that way allow us to really be genuine friends to those that we embrace as friends. You know what I mean? Or loved ones, or children, or siblings, or parents. I mean, it's a process for most of us. I'm gonna read a few things. Yeah. All right, Elizabeth says, you and Sharon have a beautiful day. All right, thank you, Elizabeth. You do the same. Karen Leach, love when you guys do videos together. You guys challenge each other. She like to act up, Karen. I have to put her in her place. She don't know how to behave. I gotta teach her how to behave. She don't know how to behave. She always trying to resist. What's up, D White? No doubt about it. Thanks for you. Thanks for joining. All right, guys. So I'm gonna shut it down. Keep it real short and sweet. Hope you guys have a beautiful day. Again, look out for me and Sharon uh, having some live videos, etc. Again, like I said, if she don't renege on the deal, she renege on the deal, I'm gonna have to force her to do lives. But nah, I think she'll do the right thing and do the right thing because we did make a deal and it's cool. All right, Kim B. All right, family. Miss G42, Leslie, Karen, Elizabeth, Margaret. All right, guys. You guys have a beautiful day. All right. Thank you for joining. Peace.